In Jacksonville Center, United 1791, 25 miles south of Savannah, flight level 350.
United 1791, Jacksonville Center, good evening. Radar contact is reported.
And Jack Center, hello, JetBlue 1173 coming in at flight level 340.
JetBlue 1173, Jacksonville Center, ident.
Jacksonville Center, good evening. Cactus 810, flight level 370, northbound, 90 miles south of Doosan.
Cactus 810, Jacksonville Center, good evening. Ident for me, I just don't see it yet.
Ident, Cactus 810.
JetBlue 1173, didn't see the flash. Need to press the ident button, please.
Push ident, 23.
There it is, JetBlue 1173, radar contact over the Taylor VOR, good evening. Cactus 810, radar contact just south of Melbourne VOR, good evening.
Cactus 810, good evening.
Jacksonville Center, All Nippon 10 Heavy, 3 miles northwest of Payne.
All Nippon 10 Heavy, Jacksonville Center, good evening. Radar contact, climb maintain, flight level 300.
Climb maintain, flight level 300, All Nippon 10.
Jacksonville, Qatar 1207, level 380.
Qatar 1207, Jacksonville Center, good evening, ident. Hello everyone, welcome to the St. Patrick's Eve stream.
Jackson Center, Virgin 51, Victor level 286 falling, Mayday, half engine failure, just starting it now.
Virgin 51, Jacksonville Center, good evening, Squawk 4434, and ident. I'm streaming.
Jacksonville, good evening, Walker 3250, flight level 350.
Walker 3250, Jacksonville Center, good evening. Yes. Walker 3250, ident, please. Virgin 51, radar contact just east of the Brunswick VOR. Descend via the Get Out 1 arrival. Orlando altimeter is 299 or 3. On what?
Jackson UPS 1333 Heavy over Orlando, flight level 350.
UPS 1333 Center, Jacksonville Center, good evening. Howard did it already.
Evening.
Yes. It's because you.
And Jack Center, JetBlue 1173, about 26 miles from our descent.
JetBlue 1173, Jacksonville Center, ident.
Jacksonville Center, good evening, JetBlue 138, 2 miles, Gators, climbing through flight level 310.
JetBlue 138, Jacksonville Center, good evening. Radar contact is reported.
Jack Center, good evening. Cactus 905, I idented 66 miles east of Pitt-Rue, climbing out of flight level 340 to 370. Good evening.
Cactus 905, Jacksonville Center, good evening. Radar contact is reported. Qatari 1207, radar contact about 50 miles to the northwest of Clown. JetBlue 1173, cross Olean at 11,000. Tampa altimeter is 299.6.
299.6 and cross Oli at 11,000, JetBlue 1173.
Lieutenant, good evening, JetBlue 501 with you, 50340.
JetBlue 501, Jacksonville Center, good evening, ident. Walker 3250, radar contact just south of Cody. JetBlue 501, radar contact about 50 miles south of the Savannah VOR, flight level 340.
Wrong, flight 2238 with you, 50370.
Frontier 2238, Jacksonville Center, ident. Frontier 2238, radar contact about 20 miles to the west of the Valdesta VOR. Descend via the Grinch 5 arrival, Orlando landing to the south. Orlando altimeter is 299.3.
Open altimeter descend via Grinch 1 London South, onto flight 223.
Delta 2493, you on frequency?
Jacksonville Center, Southwest 6498, Southwest 6498, flight level 370. I'm leaving your airspace to the south. Didn't know if you wanted me to check in or not.
Nope, you're all set. You can go to Unicom.
All right, heading over to 2.8, Southwest 64898.
Allegiant 1384, you on frequency? American 305, you on frequency?
Jacksonville Center, Allegiant 1384, this is flight level 340.
Allegiant 1384, Jacksonville Center, ident.
Jackson Center, Virgin 5. I'm terribly sorry about what happened there. Just having a bit of technical difficulties here, but I'm back on the way now. So I've fallen to flight level 280, gaining back to flight level 300. Is there any altitude going to remain at?
Say again, Virgin 51. Sorry, I didn't hear you.
No, I was saying I was meant to be cruising at 380, flight level 380, but due to my engine failures, I fell down to 280, and I'm climbing back to 300. Would you like me to stay at 300 or climb up?
Is that your choice? Just make sure you descend via the Goutout 1 arrival.
Roger that, will do. Engine 51.
Allegiant 1384, radar contact about 29 miles to the north of the Savannah VOR at flight level 340.
Jacksonville United 1791, I've got a request when you're done with the login storm.
Go ahead.
Yeah, just made my turn just to the west of 360, requesting flight level 360, please.
Yep, climb maintain flight level 360.
Yeah, climb maintain flight level 360, United 1791.
Jacksonville Center, American 305, level 280, 30 to the south across city.
American 305, Jacksonville Center, good evening, radar contact as reported.
Jacksonville Center, good evening. It's Delta 2493. We're on the Osprey 7 for Charleston through 17,000.
Delta 2493, Jacksonville Center, good evening. Squawk ident. Delta 2493, radar contact just about 20 miles north of the Allendale VOR. Descend via the Osprey 7 arrival, runway 15 transition. Charleston altimeters 299.83. Expect the visual approach runway 15.
Okay, we'll descend via the Osprey 7, altimeter 2983, and plan the visual runway 15, Delta 2493.
Jacksonville Center, Delta 1902, 12 miles north east of Orlando, at you at 12,000 feet.
Delta 1902, Jacksonville Center, good evening. Climb maintain flight with 370.
370, thank you very much. 1902.
So now that we get the check-ins all done, yay! Just some little things today. I don't know if I'm streaming tomorrow. I might. I may not. We'll find out. Like, subscribe, do things you need to do. We are on YouTube now. We are on Twitch now. We're on everything now. I lost track of the things we're on. Also able to mute things now, so you can hear from Audio for VATSIM specifically. So you're not hearing the Discord in the background, because I know some people are like, what's going on? And the Discord can get occasionally a little bit rambunctious with people. So... Delta 1902 radar contact lost. JetBlue 1173 leaving my airspace to the south. Let me double check here. Yep, Miami is offline. Tampa is offline. Radar services are terminated. Frequency change approved. Monitor UCOM 122.8. Have a safe flight.
No, that was way too fast. Over to Unicom, JetBlue 1173.
You can constantly watch me at twitch.tv, fakeweather, fake planes.
Roger.
Jacksonville Center, United 8478 360.
United 8478, Jacksonville Center, good evening.
Howdy.
So yeah, we got no neighbors online except for DC and Houston. Boo-hoo, boo-hoo, boo-hoo. Delta 1902 here. Sim crash unloading your stream. Guess I'll try again. Hope to see you in a few. Ouch. That sucks. Hopefully you weren't using AT&T. But I know there's been some issues with the AT&T stuff. But well, hopefully we see you soon. Binder Brandon, welcome. Make sure you guys are following. Follow me, streaming, tracking, following, whatever thing you do. We are on YouTube. We are on Discord. There's a follow. So welcome to this crazy thing that I do. My name is Mike. I am the guy who is identified as fake weather, fake planes. Long story short, don't tell people to fly through the flake weather. King INF 3R0, welcome. 2020 full crash. That happens quite often, sadly, with 2020. I love 2020 for its scenery, but it's like...
And Jacksonville Center, United 8478. Is it possible to step away for 10 minutes?
Yeah, give me a call when you're back.
Will do, thanks.
So, I know that feeling of the disconnect. It makes me want to cry quite often. But it's semi-busy tonight. Also looks like someone forgot to hand off to me. Let's remind Houston that I'm here. Houston, United 2096 over the Gulf. Please hand off. So as I said, only our neighbors to the north are online. And so that's DC and Houston is online. There's the handoff. Yay. He probably forgot. And we got a couple people we need to send. All good. Never once had a crash. I had it crash. I was uploading something into it and doing an upgrade on something, and it was like, ugh. 58 V-Pilot, LNM, smart cars, Navigraph charts. I've not been using Navigraph on my computer lately, and that has made a huge difference.
Cactus 905.
905, go ahead.
Yeah, my sim just froze again. I think it's going to crash. I'm just going to go ahead and disconnect, and I'll try it again.
Roger, we'll see you next time.
And what was the Twitch site again?
Twitch.tv/fakeweatherfakeplanes. I'll put up the link again.
Thank you, sir.
There it is. Yeah, I've been...
Jacksonville Center, United 296 with flight level 350.
Yeah, 2096 Jacksonville Center. Good evening. I've been using Navigraph only on my phone because it's a resource hog on my PC, which is annoying because I love Navigraph. And I use it quite often. So that's the thing I've been without in Chrome. I think there's a memory issue in Chrome. I tell a lot of people, if you're flying on the network, have just what you need open, because you can do a lot of things and it makes a lot of issues, and you don't want to be doing those issues and memory loss and other goofy things that go with Microsoft 2021. But I'm guessing August maybe we might have 2024. I don't know. That's the discussion. I'm intrigued to see if that comes out. ANA 10 leaving my airspace in North Atlanta's offline radar services terminated. Frequency change approved. Micro have a safe flight.
Freak change approved. All Nippon 10 heavy. Have a good one.
United 1791 leaving my airspace in North. Sadly, Atlanta's offline radar services terminated. Frequency change approved. Micro have a safe flight.
Right, off to Unicom, United 1791. Cheers.
Delta 2493, turn right heading 120. Descend and maintain 3000. Fuel will be at your 1 o'clock, 15 miles report in sight.
Okay, right turn.
Should have no issues finding that field.
Right turn 120 down to 3000.
Welcome, Dave.
Delta 2493.
Welcome to the craziness known as this stream. Walker 3250 leaving my airspace to south. Miami's offline radar services terminated. Frequency change approved. Micro have a safe flight.
Hurry and come now, what's it?
Oops, can't do that. There we go. And we got one going to F11, so we'll give that guy over. Where's my F11? There he is, F1E. I should have these memorized. Virgin 51, contact Orlando approach 124.8. See ya.
Well, they're going to Orlando approaching 124.8. Bye-bye, thank you.
So yeah, that's my recommendation. If you want to watch me, feel free. I am all here. I'm going to be here for a while. I don't know when I'm leaving. Probably when my boss tells me to leave. Frontier 2238 Orlando. Contact Orlando approach on 124.8. See ya.
Hey, for Frontier flight 2230, good night.
Delta 2493, turn right heading 150. Fuel will be at your 12 o'clock.
Yeah, we're in the turn now. We're visual runway 15, Delta 2493.
Delta 2493, clear visual approach runway 15. The wind at Charleston 190 at 9, runway 15, clear to land.
Runway 15, clear to land, Delta 2493.
So, if you ever have questions, feel free to leave them. I'm happy to answer them as best I can. I've had that happen, the bad model. I had that happen at X-Plane more than I have it in 2020. And the thing that 2020, and this is why I don't do tower view per se anymore, minus what's in the sim, or what's in CRC here, is because when I was pulling it up, it would look for like 17 different things. And the model, you can't find that model, can't find this model, it just became a nightmare. And I was like, yeah, I don't want to deal with this. Oops, get that over here. Got to pull up my crossing restrictions so I know what I'm doing around here. So, I came online, a bunch of traffic, now it's calmed down. Oh, how sad. Let's see, Miami going to Punta Gorda, PGD, which is Tampa's little airspace. Let's see, what do we got for Punta Gorda? What's he on? Luba. Don't have anything. Huh. SRQ. So we're going to say SRQ. Legion 1384 cross Luber at 13,000. Punta Gorda altimeter is a number. Give me 1 second. Put to go to altimeters 29906.
Jacksonville Center, Legion 1384, you wants to cross Poopy at 13,000.
Yep, Luber at 13,000.
Alright, for Legion 1384.
Looks like Houston might be closing up the shop too, which is sad. It's a Friday night. Come on, guys. JetBlue 501, descend and maintain flight level 300.
Down 300, triple 501.
Qatari 1207, leaving my airspace to the south. Miami's offline radar services are terminated. Frequency change approved. Am I going to have a safe flight? I don't think he was actually ever on my frequency, but we'll fake it. Cactus 810, descend via the stock car 3 arrival. Charlotte landing to the south. Charlotte altimeter is 2980.
Sunville Stalker 3 arrival, Charlotte landing south, Cactus 810.
Jacksonville Center, hello, Walker 894, level 350, about 15 miles east of Orlando.
Walker 894, Jacksonville Center, good evening, radar contact. So I got a few planes going everywhere tonight. For those who were a part of our event last night, thanks for being a part of it. It was a little bit of a psychopathic thing. Due to AT&T's instability lately with their AT&T fiber, the guys that were on CRC that were AT&T were getting disconnected. We had 3 controllers. They were center controllers, so that's huge. When we had 7 centers online, to have 3 of them go down real quick, that kind of was not fun. So thank you guys for dealing with it. Thanks for being a part of it. It was a fun event. I thoroughly had fun doing it. It was it was a lot of fun. I did.
Jacksonville Center, Legion 224 with you, passing to 360.
Legion 224, Legion 224, Jacksonville Center. Good evening, ident. Delta 2493, welcome to Charleston. Right turn on Alpha, straight ahead to the ramp. Have a good one.
Okay, down to the end, right turn on Alpha, straight ahead, Delta 2493, we'll see ya.
Legion 224, radar contact about 30 miles to the west of the Columbia VOR.
Checks out, Legion 224.
So yeah, it was a lot of fun last night. Thanks guys for flying in. If you weren't a part of it, we actually have another F&O coming up quickly. There's going to be it's going to be a whole south of the United States going to be online. I believe it's in like 2 or 3 weeks from now. So should be a little crazy. Should be a lot of fun though. I would enjoy it. If you want to be a part of it, come and enjoy the craziness. And I think it's all of the southern RTACs, including I think DC's in there. I don't know if I count DC as southern though. JetBlue 501, leaving my airspace to the south. Miami's offline radar services are terminated. Frequency change approved. Can I have a safe flight?
Have a good one.
See ya. Get well. So, first rule of controlling: don't control while sick. You're not that important. UPS 1333. You don't have to log in as a Raptor. I'm more like T-Rex.
And Jacksonville Center, United 8478 back with you.
United 8478, Jacksonville Center. Welcome back. And we lost the Allegiant. Oh, how sad. Bye-bye. We're actually going to empty out this airspace pretty quickly here. United 2096, leaving my airspace to the south. Miami's offline. Radar services terminated. Frequency change approved. Can I have a safe flight?
Frequency change approved, United 296, thank you.
Going Louisville, Charlotte. Got a lot of Charlotte here. Walker 894, proceed direct checker. Join the stock car 3 arrival. Descend via the stock car 3 arrival. Charlotte landing to the south. Charlotte altimeter is 2980.
Direct checker, descend by the stock car 3 and 39er. What was the altimeter again for Walker 894?
Charlotte altimeter currently is 2980. It will change in about 14 minutes. Once I see it, I'll tell you guys.
Roger, 2980, Walker 894.
You going to Albany. JetBlue flight to Albany. Tampa to Albany. I think that is a real world flight. That's a good flight. Luckily today, no weather. Yesterday, big chunk of weather right there. I'm going to make these 4 lengths. I don't need them as long. Well, these TARs are acting up. Welcome to CRC having issues. Nothing new. Sadly. Sadly, I say that. Nothing new. CRC having issues. You might see it. Here's an error updating METAR's response status code. Not success. 500 internal service error. I guess where they're pulling it from has been having issues. Why? I have no clue. I never saw these issues when I was in VRC. Even V-Stars and VRAM. Just something's going on with this stuff. UPS 1333 that identifies as a Raptor. You're leaving my airspace to the north. Atlanta's offline. Radar services determined frequency change approved. Monitor you come 1221. Have a safe flight.
Appreciate the services. UPS 1333 Heavy.
So yeah, quiet night. It was busy all of a sudden, then it got very, very quiet. We do have a lot of controllers online right now. I'm looking online. Orlando Tower, Orlando Executive Tower, Sanford Tower and Ground is online. Orlando Approach is online with an instructor. We got Jack's Tower online. So plenty of controllers. Got someone coming out of Karn, so I'm going to make sure I get that up. OZR. Do I have OZR yet? No. Let's see. Tab. Tower View. Ozark. Cards. There we go. There he is. Now the question is, when does Karn... Oh, he's got an IFR clearance. Even better. At 400 feet. Ooh. Okay. Do I have an Ozark? No. Open up another profile tab. New tab. Stars. Stars. For those who are Resident Evil fans, you'll understand that joke. Master and airports. These video maps here for this, you can tell I made them because they're horrible. We can't get military video maps, which is a bad thing. But it's also a good thing. It protects our military, make sure that that information is not going to the wrong people. But can't get video maps that get us that stuff, so it kind of is a bummer. Charlie Alpha. Good evening, Squawk 1417 and ident. But if anyone has a good resource that would not want to get in trouble and get the military video maps for us so that we can update our stars. This video map was actually made by me, so that we had something, because that's when you take off from Carnes or any of the military things, we don't have anything. He's going AYS. Why do I not even know? Why don't I know that field? I know that field, but I don't know that field. Waycross. Georgia. We probably have a crossing restriction for it. QU. How's he getting there? .FFKAYS. Yeah, he's going up here. Probably an uncontrolled field. Yay. QU, I can take that out so I don't have to look at it anymore. American 305, leaving my airspace to the North Atlanta is offline. Radar services are terminated. Frequency change approved. Mike, can I have a safe flight?
Frequency change approved, American 305.
So I want to check to see when Ozark Carnes closes, because I got a feeling it does close earlier than I think it is. If you don't know how to find out if an airport is open or closed, you actually go to AirNav, and if you go down to the airport communications section, it will actually tell you. So, let's see here. And if I can get my page to load up fully here. So, Carnes Tower is 12 to 07 Zulu, Monday through Friday. It is not open. So that would be an uncontrolled ops out of that field right now. If you want to fly VFR, perfect time. So we'll see what that pilot does. A lot of people don't realize that we control some other fields like this. So that adds a little bit of a degree of difficulty to this. I always tell people, if you don't know, find out. And airnav.com is your greatest source. People ask over and over and over and over again, do we control Tampa? No. No, 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 no. Airnav.com would tell you that, because you would see it under Airport Operations, controlled by Miami Center. Gonna lose another one here in just about 50 miles-ish. He's 7 minutes away from the border. This is something I realized I didn't know I had in the bottom left-hand corner here, and it's probably very tough. It says, from first to TB entry at 431 knots, 7 minutes. Because this guy's going about 430 knots, it's going to take him 7 minutes to get this far. Going to Buffalo. He'll be coming up soon here with us. He's going to Orlando. That's going to be F11's problem. He's going to Orlando. F11's problem. Oops. Didn't mean to identify as the one person. I always forget to clear that. My bad. Yeah, it looks like the traffic to the northeast is a little bit crazy. This is the VATSPY map. That looks a little nutty. Let's see here. Got some good amount of traffic load over here. We are sitting on nothing. But that's a good amount. I know there's an event. I believe it's here tonight, so. Ding. Oops. It did. Thanks for following 737 Noob. It got very, very quiet. And that happens is you get a bunch of people checking in and they all leave your airspace. Jacksonville, if you really think about it, Jacksonville has two major fields that people visit. Jax and Orlando. Everything else is pretty much overflight. There are beautiful fields in our airspace. If you've never been to Myrtle, great field. Savannah, awesome. Charleston, cool. Tallahassee, Pensacola, Daytona, cool. But they just don't get the traffic load. So that happens is you get massive amount of people and then all of a sudden, dead quiet. United 8478, leaving my airspace to the south. Miami is offline and our services are terminated. Frequency change approved. Mike, have a safe flight.
All right, United 8478 over to 22.8. See you.
Jacksonville Center, good evening. Spirit Wings 3800, 13,700, climbing 16,000.
Spirit Wings 3800, Jacksonville Center, good evening. Climb, maintain flight level 360 to proceed direct Leopard.
Oh, 360, direct Leopard, thanks. Spirit Wings 3800.
Luckily, with no traffic tonight, it's the shortcuts. I try to give people shortcuts. Makes life a little easier. Did Houston go offline? Yeah, they're gone too. Man, we got. Oh yeah, that's right. They got sick. Note to self: don't get sick and then try to control. Very, very bad idea. Awesome. I flew into, where did we go? We went to Bermuda today. I did Myrtle to Bermuda, and I did that in an hour and 53 minutes with a huge tailwind. It was a lot of fun. Though it's calmed down, the tailwind was sickening the other day. It was almost like 130, 140 knots. You're like, that's just a little bit of an overkill. JetBlue 138, radar contact lost. Okay, so I think DC's splitting up, down. But enjoy that descent. One of my favorite airports, Charlotte.
Jacksonville, hello, Delta 8833, crossing 11,000 for 160.
Delta 8833, Jacksonville Center, good evening. Proceed direct Leopard, climb, maintain flight level 380.
380, direct Leopard, Delta 833.
I love Jacksonville not for its airport, but for the rocking chairs in the lobby. If you've never been in the rocking chairs that are in the terminal, the main terminal, 100% worth sitting there. It's got a great view between terminals B and C. You're looking right out. I love sitting there. And if you can get a rocking chair, that's the tough part. Getting a rocking chair at that airport. .6821, you're out of my airspace. That's why I can't really hear. I can hear you. I can somewhat hear you, but you're probably way out of my airspace. Let's do the game. Where's 6821? Yeah, way down there. I'm not going to hear you if my line's up here if you're way down there.
Jack Center, good evening, JetBlue 112, checking in 350 over the Blevins intersection.
JetBlue 112, Jacksonville Center, good evening, radar contact is reported, squawk 7255.
7255, JetBlue 112.
Let's get VV14 here. Allegiant 1384, leaving my airspace to the south. Miami is offline. Radar services terminated. Free the change approved. Mark, have a safe flight. Allegiant 1384, leaving my airspace to the south. Miami is offline. Radar services are terminated. Free the change approved. Mark, have a safe flight. Okay, well, he fell asleep. They'll figure it out. Or it'll be a long way to Port Dakota. It's actually a quiet night. I don't mind it, though. After last night. That's a little crazy. I was literally controlling two sectors. I controlled these two sectors right here, and it was a little psychopathic, but it was fun. Some of you who are a VATSIM hierarchy that do watch the stream, this is going to be the updated sectorization. This is the updated high sectorization of the ZJX RTAC, which will be helpful for events. Gives us a better... it's putting back in sectors that we don't currently have. So like this sector's merged and this sector's merged. Or putting in sectors that we should have had from the start that we didn't have. So little things that get fixed.
Jacksonville Center, Delta 442, we're flight level 110, climbing to 160.
Delta 442, Jacksonville Center, good evening. Climb, maintain flight with 350. Proceed direct Larry, proceed on course.
Climb, maintain 350, proceed direct Larry, continue on course, Delta 442.
Don't make me wall up. Please don't make me wall up.
Jacksonville Center, November 708, requesting clearance for IFR departure to Troy, ILS-7. First request, Mark Crenshaw, RNAV 32.
November 2708, Jacksonville Center, good evening. You're cleared to the Toya Airport via enter the controlled airspace, then as filed. Maintain 3000, expect 4000, 10 minutes of departure. Departures with me, squawk 4251.
Clear to Troy, then as filed, maintain 3000, then 4000, and 4251. November 0708.
November 2708, readback correct hold for release. The Ozark altimeter, the Carnes altimeter is 29901. Contact me, number 1 for the runway. Monitor the advisory frequency. Give me a call when you're holding short.
29901, and I will contact you when holding short. Can you say runway again?
Runways at your choice. The airport is closed. The tower is closed on weekends.
All right, thank you. November 2708.
Victor, India, Victor 14, check the mute, because you are muted. I'm hearing static. It's probably muted. We get it all the time. I love it. Static. That's when we ask you to check your mute button. That's what we hear. Shh. I automatically know your mute button's on. Walker 894 and Cactus 810. This does not require a response. Charlotte altimeter is now 2981, wind 160 at 4. Victor India, Victor 14, still no response. Just check the mute button, then try again. Still got nothing. It's static. It's got to be something with your mic. Yay!
Viva 14, how are you here now?
Oh, wonderful. Vision 14, Jacksonville Center. Good evening. Ident.
Ident, Viva 14.
When we say ident, what we're looking for is right there. See the 3 lines? That means I know where he is. Vision 14, radar contact, squawk 2606.
2606, Viva 14.
I can see you without even giving you a squawk code. Guess what? That's intentional. But I can see that he's squawking 2000, so now I got to give him an appropriate code.
Jacksonville Center, Allegiant 1384 at 30,000.
Allegiant 1384, I gave you order Unicom.
Oh, I missed that. Okay, I'll switch over to the dark side. Thank you so much for your service. Have a great evening.
I can try to blow it up here. Let me see what I can do here. Might throw some stuff off, but let me see if I can get it a little bit bigger for you guys. Get that out of the way. Move. So that gives you a little bit bigger. It's not huge. I can't make it huge. But that gives you an idea. I might make a separate thing later on that we can just show a single screen.
Jacksonville Center, November 2708, ready for takeoff, holding short runway 18.
November 2708, release for departure at 0111 Zulu. Contact me airborne, clears void if not off the ground by 0115 Zulu, monitor advisory. See you airborne.
Thank you. November 2708.
So that's someone that doesn't know what uncontrolled ops are. Got somebody in here. There, yep. Someone took out of here, but they probably went out of an uncontrolled field, so I can't really do anything with them. They got no flight plan and file. I'm going to assume they're VFR. But I'm going to pull up, let's see, Columbia. That's where they are at. Just going to keep an eye on it here. Yeah, he is squawking VFR, so let's see what happens here. I know who that is. We can actually start tracking him. November 2708, Jacksonville Center, ident please. November 2708, radar contact a mile south of the field. Proceed direct the Tango Oscar India Airport. Proceed on course.
Proceed direct November 2708.
So he's going to TOI, which I believe is another field that is closed. Troy. Yeah, Monday through Friday, except for holidays. So this will be a quick one for him. He's going to go right over here, so we're not too worried about him. That's a very early handoff, but okay. I guess DC's bored as I am. Which they shouldn't be. Oops. That guy is better reasonable for me. November 2708, just climb and maintain 4,000.
4000, November 2708.
No, we had the VFR plane towards Columbia, but again, not something I got to worry about. He's outside of my airspace. But we need to get these two guys to send instructions. Spirit Wings 3800, descend via the Get Out 1 arrival. Orlando altimeter is 299.5. Spirit Wings 3800, descend via the Get Out 1 arrival. Orlando altimeter is 299.5.
Sorry about that. We clicked our TeamSpeak key, by the way. I would have sent you to Get Out 1 arrival, Spirit Wings 3800.
No problem. Delta 8833, descend via the Get Out 1 arrival. Orlando altimeter is 299.5.
Send by the Get Out 1 arrival in Delta 8833.
Put in LF backpack, Get Out, and boom, 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 boom. Oops. There we go. Now we can see it. And LFG. Oops. The G. I don't really need G. I don't know why that's saved there. This is telling me mileage separation in, well, it's first telling me how far away from the fixed.
Jack Center, Delta 1902, with you coming up at 16,000. Let's try number 2.
Delta 1902, Jacksonville Center. Welcome back. Climb maintain flight level 370. Please don't break the stream.
370, I'll try not to. Delta 1902, thanks.
For those who are new, make sure you like, follow, do all the things that we do on either Twitch or YouTube. I am on Twitch and YouTube. YouTube's the same handle, at Fake Weather Fake Planes. On Twitch, I am /Fake Weather Fake Planes. Now that I have a chance to give the history on this, the reason I'm called Fake Weather Fake Planes is because I told the pilot we were in the midst of an event, and the pilot wanted a weather deviation in the midst of a huge event. And we couldn't honor it. There's no way. So I said, the fake weather is not going to hurt your fake planes. Hence, in turn, fake weather, fake planes. So you asked about how do I do the PDC. So we have a program called Teetles. I'm pulling it up here so you can see it. I'm going to choose Charleston. It did make Air Force proud. He was there. So we see his fake plan. This is a fake plan. Delta 2207, Charleston Stono. So it actually auto-populates everything in here. All I have to do is change the departure frequency and what runway they're going to expect. I'm going to say, let's see, has the weather changed? Probably not. Ooh, it did change a little. 200 at 9. We're still going to give you a runway 21. So we put in the runway in here, runway 21, and I press send, and that's it. Once it's been issued, I can see it here. I can pull it back to view. I cannot change it. I can't resend it. So if you say, can you resend me the PDC? I can't. Sorry. Unless we modify it. So if I modify this some way, then yes, I can send a new PDC. I just have to modify your flight plan. Thanks for following me on YouTube. It doesn't give me in my mini feed thing, the YouTube followers. I got to work that out. I got to figure out how to get
Jacksonville Center, hello, Giant 192360, request leave cockpit 05 minutes.
Giant 1920, Jacksonville Center, good evening. Give me, you clear to step away? Give me a call when you're back.
All right, clear to step away, and we'll call you when we're back.
So that's how the PDCs work. They're very good. The new system makes it very, very simple. Nothing I have to really worry about. We do get a ding when we have a new one. I didn't have it open, that's why I didn't hear the ding. But you'll get a ding. You'll know there's a PDC. I can also control all of the airspace. So if I change this to Jacksonville, it will show me every PDC. Now, I don't want to see that because I know there's someone on in Orlando. I know there's someone on Jax, so it would not help in any way. Cactus 810. Actually, give me a second. Charlotte is online.
Cactus 810.
The reason why is they're splitting the airspace. I'll show you in 1 second once Charlotte take this handoff that we can actually split the airspace in some ridiculous manners. Cactus 810, contact Charlotte. Approach on 120.5. See ya.
Approach for Charlotte on 120.5, Cactus 810. See ya.
So in all of this stuff, we can split the airspaces so that we don't have to control everything. Last night we did this on our
Jacksonville Center, Southwest 6821 with you.
Southwest 6821. Jacksonville Center. Good evening. Where are you coming from?
Fort Lauderdale, on the way to DCA.
So the 6821 ident for me, please.
Will do.
Trying to find it.
Center, good evening, Southwest 3555. Over Lakeland, climbing flight level 300 for flight level 340.
Flight level 340.
Southwest 3555, Jacksonville Center, good evening. JetBlue 1979, Jacksonville Center, good evening. Southwest 6821, you're still very, very south of my airspace. You're about almost 150 miles south of my airspace. So I will send a contact me when you get closer.
Roger, thank you.
JetBlue 112, leaving my airspace to the south. Miami's offline radar services terminated. Frequency change approved. Mike, I have a safe flight.
Auto advisory, JetBlue 112.
So we can split up our airspaces.
Jacksonville Center, Johnny 1920. Do you know what runways are being used at Orlando?
If you're on the get out, that means it's south.
Nope, all right. Thank you very much. And we are back, if you didn't know this.
Welcome back. So, thank you for the follow, Ashmu. So, we can split up our airspace into different sectors so that people are controlling different spots. So, in Jacksonville, the line is actually right here. This is, we can go east-west. We can also go high-low. So, we can say these, and except for these, are up to 24,000, flight level 240 and above. That's what DC is doing right now, is they are splitting their airspace in half. Last I checked. I haven't handed it off to them yet. I'm assuming that's what they're doing. They didn't actually say it. Ooh, 737 noob. That was bad.
Center, hello again, Delta 2207. We're in the pushback from Alpha 5 here at Charleston. Request taxi.
Delta 2207. Be with you in 1 second here. For those who call, and I always say I need 1 second, because I need to pull the Tabbycraft charts to see how to taxi you there. Delta 2207, runway 21 taxi via Alpha, cross runway 15.
Okay, runway 21 via Alpha, cross runway 15, Delta 2207.
It's something, so some airspaces do have maps. ZTL has a map that tells you who's online and how they're split. Jacksonville has a map, when we actually update it, that has a map of who's online and how we're split. So if you're in ZTL or ZJX airspace, there's a map on their website, and ZTL's website, it's on their main page. For us, it's under the pilot resources.
JetBlue 884 with you through 12,000 to 16,000.
JetBlue 884, Jacksonville Center, good evening. Climb, maintain level 370.
Climb and maintain flight level 370, JetBlue 884.
JetBlue 884, proceed direct J. Ross, proceed on course. JetBlue 884, proceed direct J. Ross, proceed on course.
Proceed direct J. Ross, proceed on course, JetBlue 884.
So yeah, that's the only thing we can do. We've been working on, so there's a push to have more maps. It's the webmasters have to do it, and it's not an easy process. And it's not on the top of their lists. I sadly say that, but a lot of these RTACs aren't really caring much about the map on their website. They'll send you a contact me. That's the way they justify everything. It's like, oh, here's your contact me. I like having them programmed, but I can't get them to do what would be knowledgeable. Got someone going to New Orleans here. He's coming over my airspace. And the American over the ocean. But that's a good question. I always had an issue with people without knowing where I was going. I always like to know. So that is a very good question.
Jacksonville Center, American 329, flight level 340.
American 329, Jacksonville Center, ident. There is not one. That, again, we're pushing for them. We want more of the maps, so hopefully they get one soon. I can't promise you anything. I will tell you, I think you're getting handed off to 133725. Can't guarantee it, though. We're going to find out.
Jacksonville Center, American 1922, checking in flight level 390.
American 1922, Jacksonville Center, good evening, ident. American 329, radar contact over the Bravo Kilo Victor Airport at flight level 340. American 1920, radar contact just south of Pelican at flight level 390.
Good night.
He's going to 9 Charlie Alpha. Set and maintain 3000. Report the field. So this is an uncontrolled area. The field is uncontrolled, so that's why I got to do this a little. It's a text pilot, which makes life a little harder. It's not impossible. November 2708, you're leaving my airspace to the north. Atlanta's offline radar services terminated. Forget the change approved. My code advocacy flight.
Thank you, goodbye. Frequency change.
And I've been trying to prevent myself from saying monitor Unicom 122.8 because if they're underneath 10,000 or 5,000, it might be the CTAF frequency. And sadly, there's no easy way. I know in vPilot you can do .CTAF and then the airport, it gives you the frequency. Yeah, we don't have that in our controller clients. So
Departure Southwest 111 with you, passing for 1500 for 3000.
Southwest 111, Jacksonville Center radar contact. Turn right direct whisper. Proceed on course. Climb maintain flight level 290.
Right direct whisper. Maintain climb maintain flight level 290. Southwest 111.
So if you ever need to know the CTAF frequency and you are in vPilot, so sorry explainers, you can do .CTAF space and then the airport code. It will give you the frequency. So if it was KMCL, you do .CTAF space KMCL, it will give you the CTAF. Most of the time, it is the tower frequency. Most of the time. If it's an airport that doesn't close, it's definitely the tower frequency. But you can also find them on charts. You can find them on the VAT USA web or VAT Sim website. So they're all over the place. If you need CTAF stuff, it's all over the place. And if you want to learn more about it, I know VAT Sim has a resource out there for the CTAF stuff. So, if you are a real-world pilot, so the question was, how do you get the private pilot's tag? If you are a real-world pilot, you can submit to VAT Sim your private pilot's license, which will get you your tag. I know you can redact stuff out of it so you don't give all the information out, but you can submit that to VAT Sim. How to do that, I don't remember off the top of my head. There's also courses out there that can teach you the virtual pilot private pilot license. It's not real, and I preface that.
Hello, control. It is American 112 with you.
American 112, Jacksonville Center. Good evening. Climb maintain level 380.
Continue climb level 380. Sorry, American 112.
But you can. If you submit them to VAT Sim, they'll update your stuff.
Delta 2207 is ready for launch.
Delta 2207, the wind is 200 at 9, runway 21 clear for takeoff.
Runway 21 clear takeoff, Delta 2207.
So you can submit them to VAT Sim. I don't know if there's a form. I think it's just a email address. Google search might give you that answer. I honestly don't remember. I know a lot of people have them. I am not a pilot, so I don't get the cool things. I'm not a controller, so I don't get the cool things there. But if you Google search it, you could definitely find it. Got to give one over to Charlotte. Bye, Walker. Let's give him over. Walker 894, contact Charlotte approach on 120.5. See ya.
120.5, see you next time, Walker 94.
But again, another great question. Actually, I wonder, I think I have a moment. Radar services terminated. Contact me on missed approach or on the ground for IFR cancellation.
Jacksonville Center, good evening, Delta 3725 at 13,000 for 16,000.
Delta 3725, Jacksonville Center, good evening. Climb and maintain flight level 370.
Climb and maintain flight level 370, Delta 3725.
Let's see, submitting PPL to VATSIM.
Delta 2207 is airborne 2500.
Delta 2207, radar contact, climb maintain flight level 220.
Flight level 220, Delta 2207.
PPL license equals VATSIM conversion.
Jacksonville, American 1289, 1000 for 16,000, direct Goofy.
American 1289, Jacksonville Central, good evening. Climb, maintain flight level 370. Proceed direct JROS, proceed on course.
370, and then what was the waypoint for 1289?
JROS, Juliet Romeo Oscar Sierra Sierra.
And can you repeat about the waypoint for direct American 112?
American 112, that was not for you.
Oh, sorry.
Vision 14, leaving my airspace north, Atlanta offline, radar services terminated, frequency change approved. Montgomery, have a safe flight.
Over to the dark side. See ya. Leaving 14.
And I'm going to kill him. Delta 442, leaving my airspace north, Atlanta's offline, radar services terminated, frequency change approved. Montgomery, have a safe flight. Delta 442, leaving my airspace north, Atlanta offline, radar services terminated, frequency change approved. Montgomery, have a safe flight.
Sorry about that. Have a good night, Delta 442.
This Allegiant's coming in my airspace.
Jacksonville Center, Allegiant 2651, 15,000, direct ended.
Allegiant 2651, Jacksonville Center, good evening. Radar contact, climb maintain flight level 360.
Climb maintain flight level 360, Allegiant 2651.
Southwest 3555, proceed direct Larry, cross Larry at flight level 330.
Direct Larry, cross Larry, flight level 330, Southwest 3555.
Some of you might notice I'm giving on altitudes going right through this corridor here, and the reason why is it's actually an elevator.
Jack Center, hello, Delta 2610, 2000, climbing 16,000.
Delta 2610, Jacksonville Central, good evening. Climb, maintain flight level 340.
At 340, Delta 2610.
He's going to Albany, and I believe Albany is closed. At least I hope it is. Yep, it closed at 8 o'clock. Not my problem.
Jackson Mid Center, good evening, Delta 1805, crossing flight level 350 with you.
Delta 1805, Jacksonville Central, good evening, squawk 6220 and ident.
Squawk 6220, say my scope, please.
6220.
6220 for Delta 1805.
Press that ident button. Come on. You can do it. Do it. Do it. There it is. I knew it was somewhere in the VATSIM website. Delta 1805 radar contact about 100 miles south of the Cross City VOR at flight level 350. Proceed direct Larry. Delta 1805, proceed direct Larry.
Direct clearing for Delta 1805.
I got a Raleigh, I gotta give a crossing restriction 2. I gotta remember what the dumpster fire 1 crossing restriction is. We just updated these LOAs, so I gotta remind myself occasionally of these things because they're updated and I don't pay attention to all of them. You might think I do, but I don't. Jets at or below flight level 210. Okay. So he's got some time. Guess we can stop tracking Charleston, but that's okay. We're good there. We can give the Giant his destructions. Yay. Giant 1920, proceed direct Leopard. Join the Get Out 1 arrival. Descend via the Get Out 1 arrival. Orlando altimeter 2995. Giant 1920, proceed direct Leopard. Descend via the Get Out 1 arrival. Orlando altimeter 2995. I think the Giant fell asleep. No, he went bye-bye. He fell off the scope. Bye-bye, Giant. I guess he's not so giant. I don't know. Bad joke? You tell me. If that was a bad joke, I'll keep the bad jokes to myself. Don't remember where Peto was. Peto. Okay. American 1289, you are famous. I'm famous, I'm dead. The fun we have controlling. But it's also a way that if you screw up, many people know about it. Hence why I'm famous on Air Force Proud. Waiting for him to fly back into my airspace and catch me one time. And he'd be like, yeah, there he is. LF. Larry. Dude. Nope. LF back to Larry. Because these two guys are going to Larry, so we're going to do some spacing tracking. Not too worried about, I mean, these guys are 100 miles apart from each other. It's more of these guys, they're 15 miles apart, which is perfectly fine. There's no issues there, well within boundaries. And one's doing, let's see, 377, 415. This guy's going to slow up, so I'm not too worried. If it was a little bit closer than that, I would be worried about it. Ugh. Southwest 3555, thanks. Got a supervisor watching over top. He's bored. So we still got that VFR plane in the Columbia. He is getting into the Class Charlie airspace here. I'm going to put that on, which means he's a little below the ring. So the ring in that area is 2,000. He's at 1,000. So
Jacksonville Center, Giant 1920. We had a bit of a disconnection there, but I heard your last transmission to descend via the arrival.
awesome, Giant 1920, descend via the get out one arrival. You can proceed direct Leopard.
All right, proceed direct Leopard, Giant 1920.
JetBlue 1173 flight line, White Yankee Tango. Welcome to the craziness stream. Feel free to like, subscribe, follow, do all the cool things. Slam it. Make sure you get notification of when I'm doing these crazy things. The more the merrier. We're watching a VFR target here over in Columbia. If you look at the Tower Tracon screen, there's a VFR target. He's underneath the airspace. He's at 1,000. The airspace is 2,000 in the airspace. Let's see if he pops the Charlie without asking for a clearance.
Jack Center, Southwest 111, please step away for 5 minutes.
Southwest 111. Yeah, sure. Give me a call when you're back.
Roger.
Delta 2207, leaving my airspace to the west. Atlanta is offline. Radar service has determined for change approved. My USA flight.
Hey, okay, over to Unicom. Learned a lot there on the PDC process. Appreciate it. Delta 2207, have a great weekend.
You're welcome. See you next time. And we're getting...
Jack Center, Southwest 3555. Good to step away for a couple minutes.
You got about 5 minutes.
Roger, be back in 90 seconds.
The only reason I say that is because he's getting close to the border. There's my border. Each of these lines is 4 minutes, so he's about 9 minutes from my border. Now this guy's going to Albany. He hasn't contacted me. The field is closed, but it is under my control. So, gonna have to turn that sucker on and have him contact me. He's sitting right outside that field. Just sitting there. And the guy going to Albany disconnected. Welcome to VATSIM. This happens way too often. They get to people coming in the field and then they disconnect. It's like, come on, people. You know, you get that contact me and you go, bye. American 1615, Jacksonville Center, good evening. Climb, maintain flight with 350. Proceed direct the Savannah VO, proceed direct the Florence VOR. Proceed on course.
Jack, Southwest 3555 is back.
Welcome back. And as I said, if you ever have a question, feel free to leave in the chat. I try to keep my eye on the chat here. My name's Mike. I am Fake Weather, Fake Planes. I'm a Jacksonville RTAC controller. I was the past ATM here for 2.5 years. And I've been around VATSIM for an extremely long time. I hold a 6-digit number. So if you have a CID that's a 7-digit number, I've been a little bit crazy. Do you guys usually find the 400 hertz side tone obnoxious? Not really. It's cool. It is what it is. It's one of those things you go, did we do it for reality's sake? Is that what it was? American 112, welcome. Make sure you follow, subscribe, do things, click things.
Jacksonville Center, Learjet 659, Telex right passing 11.2.
Direct Blue feed.
November 659 Hotel X-Ray Jacksonville Center. Good evening. Climb maintain flight level 390.
That's 390 for Clearjet on Hotel X-Ray.
So we're going to get rid of some planes here. I'm sadly having to get rid of 2. They're going bye-bye. Bye-bye. We'll miss you. And we get to do a contact meet at JetBlue. Spirit Wings 3800, contact Orlando approach 124.8. See ya.
Over the approach, have a good night. Spirit Wings 3800.
Flight line Yankee Tango, thanks for following. Delta 8833, contact Orlando approach 124.8. See ya.
124.8, bye-bye, Delta 8833.
So we're getting close to the Raleigh arrivals having to descend. So we're going to have to issue that instruction here. We're going to probably do it around this VOR, the Columbia VOR, give or take. So and my Jax controller went, see ya! His internet went out. Roger. So I lost Jack's approach. His internet went out. It happens. Started using it when it was the MD-88 and just got lazy and left it on. Yeah, pretty much.
JetBlue 572, flight level 3077, radar check.
JetBlue 572, Jacksonville Center, good evening. Squawk 5634.
Squawk 5634, JetBlue 572. Hello, Jacksonville Center. This is Southwest 3077. Radio check.
Roger. Don't do radio.
How do you read this Southwest 3077?
Southwest 3770. If I'm talking to you, that means I can read you. You're fine. I'll tell you otherwise.
Alright, so I would like to request clearance to Baltimore. Kilo Mike Yankee Romeo to Kilo Bravo Whiskey India.
Southwest 3077, you're cleared the Baltimore Airport via Radar Vector Zordo that is filed. Maintain 3000, expect 370, 10 minutes departure. Departures with me. Squawk 3207. It's a Myrtle Beach departure.
Southwest 3077, clear to Baltimore via Radar Vector, climb initially 3,000 feet. Expect level 370, 10 minutes after departure. Departure AFU 135925. Squawk 3207. Southwest 3077, Bravo 4, stand.
Southwest 3077, read back correct. Pleasure stars at your discretion. Contact me for taxi. Expect runway 18 for departure. Myrtle Beach altimeter 2988.
Team 2988, I'll call you right to tax expect 180. Thank you so much for your very good work.
Thanks. JetBlue 572, radar contact over the Pelican at flight level 370.
Southwest 111 is back.
Welcome back. You didn't miss a thing.
Yeah, Delta 2610, transfer about 10 minutes away.
Delta 2610. Yeah, that should be fine. Give me a call when you're back.
All right, thanks.
He's down there. Just put an out tag on him so I know he's out. Southwest 3555, leaving my airspace in North Atlanta. Never showed up for work. Radar services are temporary frequency change approved. Can I have a safe flight?
Fire Atlanta.
Great. All right, over to Unicom, Southwest 3555. Thanks for the ATC. Have a good night.
See ya. Delta 1902, descend and maintain flight level 210.
210, Delta 1902.
And here goes the ultimate check if I'm right on the handoff. I'm going to hand off American 1922 and see if I got it right. I was right! Yay! And Atlanta just came online. That was kind of mean. American 1922, contact Washington Center, 133.72. See ya.
Over to Washington Center for American 1922. Have a good evening and appreciate your night.
I know I gave him his descent instructions, so I can change that to that. Actually, it's 7. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. And we're going to give him... No, that's fine. He's going to do this thing. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Everybody's fine. And now the peace and quiet for 5 seconds starts. But it does happen this way. You can see there's a lot of people away from the borders here, so there's plenty of time of nothing. But you can see that all of it's going to happen all at once, and that does occasionally happen. There's my little VFR plane. He decided to pop back up. November 765 Mike Tango. Let's see if he wants to actually do his thing. He might have been landing a helicopter facility. Let's see. Do I have a helicopter map? Let's see. I used to have one. Cub. I don't think I have a helicopter map for this. Let me zoom out a little bit. Let's see here. Sorry for the maps to be... It's not a stadium. It's not a cal approach sector. States. Stadiums. Content. Hospitals. He was at SR-22. He actually landed at the hospital. So that's why we didn't talk to him.
Jacksonville Center, Southwest 6821. I'm in your airspace now.
Nope. Southwest 6821, you're still about 50, 60 miles outside. Look at vatspy.com. It will tell you exactly when you cross my border.
Thanks for the tip. 6821.
If you don't have VatSpy, get VatSpy. So yeah, that guy landed, and the thing is, he's VFR, he's a helicopter. He was underneath the Charlie airspace. No issues. Actually, a really good, that's a pilot that knows his stuff. So whoever that is, November 765 Mike Tango, if he's listening, good job. I think Atlanta's coming online, but I can't tell. I do see a relief for Orlando, so Orlando approach staying online. But you can see Atlanta here is grayed out in my little controller list is because they haven't primed up. They haven't actually started anything. So I don't know if they're coming online. Be nice. But that Southwest 121...
And Jack Center, United 1828, passing 11,000 for 16,000.
United 1828, Jacksonville Center, good evening. Climb, maintain flight with 370.
370 for 1828.
Jack Center, hello, 426 Yankee Papa request.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we're at Myrtle Beach requesting an IFR to VFR on top. Destination is Fayetteville. We're going to be cruising at 10,500.
Roger, what's your aircraft type?
DA-42 Slinko.
And where did you want to go? Sorry, I didn't hear it.
Actually, we're going to change it to Raleigh-Durham.
Roger, you're clear of the Raleigh-Durham Airport. Climb, maintain 3000. Departure with me, squawk. Give me 1 second here. Why is that popping? Oh, I see what happened. That was weird. Give me 1 second. It was just a CRC issue.
No problem.
There we go. Squawk 2615.
2615, maintain 3000. Departures with you for 6 Yankee Papa.
6 Yankee Papa, read back correct. Push stars discretion. Contact me taxi. Expect runway 18 for departure. Myrtle Beach. Altimeter is 2988.
88 on the meter. We're ready for taxi. Requesting intersection Bravo 3. 6 Yankee Papa.
6 Yankee Papa. You can taxi to that intersection via Bravo.
6 Yankee Papa, look up.
Why did that pull up Raleigh? Because I put in Raleigh. I'm looking for Myrtle, and I pulled up Raleigh. That was really awesome. Allegiant 2651, leaving my airspace to the north. Atlanta is offline for now. Keep an eye out. They are unprimed, so they might be working on something, but they might show up. But radar services are terminated. Frequency change approved. Mike could have a safe flight.
Roger, over to Unicom 228. I don't have much hope either, but have a good night, Allegiant 2651. See ya.
We can hope and pray. Probably ain't getting nothing.
Nice.
I have to do. I owe Air Force proud for my lovely moniker. I even made a logo. You can see fake weather, fake planes logo. I sell merchandise if you're really dying to buy stuff. I can put that link up if someone's dying for it. Chris A119, welcome to the craziness of fake weather, fake planes. And we got a text pilot. Ooh, guys, voice. It's okay. We can use your voice. It's okay.
Six Yankee Papa ready upon reaching.
6 Yankee Papa. The wind is 120 at 7. Runway 18 at Bravo 3. Clear for takeoff. Fly runway heading.
All right, runway heading 18 at Bravo 3. Clear for takeoff. 6 Yankee Papa.
Southwest 111. Welcome to the Scream. The Scream. We're at the Scream. Make sure you all like, follow, do all the cool things. Tell your friends, family, parole officers, enemies, other RTECs. I'm not the only one that streams. If you ever get to see Howard Snyder streams, he's another awesome center controller, a good friend of mine. Ooh, I got to give a handoff. There we go. Ooh, he's not in my control. Oh, that's because he's flashing. That's not my problem. But this guy needs to go over. Bye-bye. We miss you. We will miss you. JetBlue 572, thanks for flying in. Thanks for being on board. Thanks for following the stream. Southwest 111, contact Washington Center on 133.72. Just a heads up, he might be doing a brief, so if he's in a brief, just give him a heads up.
Right to that.
Roger, Southwest 111 over to Washington Center. We'll see you. Thank you for the ATC.
Southwest 3077, sounds like you're ready for taxi. Runway 18, taxi via Alpha.
Runway 18, taxi via taxiway Alpha, Southwest 377. Thank you.
Waiting for the plane to come off the ground here. The weather in Myrtle is dicey at the minimum. This is why he asked for IFR on top, because he can't see anything.
Jack Center, good evening. Frontier Flight 2583, level 380.
Frontier 2583, Jacksonville Center, good evening. November 426 Yankee Papa, radar contact, altitude passing.
Out of 600, climbing 6 Yankee Pop.
426 Yankee Papa, climb and maintain. What altitude do you want to do with a VFR on top on?
We're going to be VFR on top at, let's see here. It's going to be 16.5.
Roger, climb and maintain 16,000.
All right, climb and maintain 16,000, 6 Yankee Pop.
Go ahead. Yes. No, I haven't. No, I don't have them yet. Okay. I'll send a contact me.
And for a 6 Yankee Pop, just realized we're going to be on a northeasterly heading, so it's going to have to be 15,000.
Roger, we'll do 15.5 if you want to. Once we get past the cloud level, it's reporting overcast over 900. So once you're past that, give me a heads up.
Yeah, we're just breaking out now, so we can cancel IFR.
IFR cancellation squeak. You're leaving the Class Charlie. Did you want flight following all the way through, or you want to just go on Unicom?
Yeah, we're going to get flight following for 6 Yankee Pop.
Roger. Maintain appropriate VFR altitude. Proceed on course.
Roger.
JetBlue 1979, leaving my airspace to the south. Miami is offline. Radar services terminated. Frequency change approved. My company has flight. JetBlue 1979, leaving my airspace to the south. Miami is offline. Radar services terminated. Frequency change approved. My company has a safe flight.
Yeah, have a good night, JetBlue 1979.
So I didn't start doing this really a lot.
And 6 Yankee Pop reporting the cloud tops at 2,700.
6 Yankee Papa, Roger. Thank you. Didn't start doing the streaming stuff until about 3 or 4 weeks ago. I was doing it with the aviation. I was doing it with Microsoft Flight Sim, but the stream seemed to crash. So I said, you know what, let me do more controlling stuff. And I said, you know what, I'm going to do it, and hence I'm here. So make sure we like, follow, subscribe, do all the cool things, and welcome to the stream. And if you ever have a question, please feel free to ask it. I'm always open for questions and answers. Delta 1805, leaving my airspace to the north. Atlanta's offline. Radar services terminated. Frequency change approved. My company has a flight.
Okay, Atlanta Center, thank you for your control. Bye-bye. Delta
75103, welcome. Got an Air Canada. We need to. Cool. Welcome to the craziness. Oops, I need to contact, not track. Drop track. That would be smart of me. And we got to get rid of him to DC.
Southwest 37, next to hold flight runway 18 at Alpha taxiway, ready for flight.
Southwest 3077, upon departure, fly heading 150, the wind 100 at 6. Runway 18, clear for takeoff.
Southwest 377, runway 18, fly heading 150 at departure, runway 18, clear for takeoff. Southwest 377.
American 1615, descend and maintain 5,000. Delta 3725, descend and maintain flight level 210.
Hello, 210, 3725.
Delta 1902, contact Washington Center 133.72. See ya.
Washington Center 132.
Number 3 Fox,
Thanks for the fun ATC and the cool stream. Good luck. Have fun.
Number 35 Foxtrot, radio check.
Go ahead. I'm here.
No, I just want to get a radio check real quick.
I hear you.
All right, I think.
Don't do radio checks, people. Here Here's a cool thing. If you do a radio check, it's kind of useless. Because if I'm talking to you and you're talking to me, that means we can hear each other. You don't need to do radio checks. If you're IFR and you call for an IFR clearance and no one responds, that may mean something's wrong with your radio. So feel free. Don't make those radio checks. Just say, hey, I'm here. American 7 requesting IFR clearance to whatever. Or, if you're a VFR plane, hey, I'm November 175, ready for taxi at field, Gonna get another one to F11 airspace, F1E. Giant 1920, contact Orlando, approach 124.8. See ya.
Alright, on to approach 124.8. See ya.
Looking for the guy coming out of Myrtle. He should be popping up on my scope.
And Jacksonville, 35 Foxtrot, again, Pensacola requesting IFR clearance up to Miami.
Give me 1 second. Southwest 3077, radar contact, say altitude passing.
Southwest 3077, now up to 1,300, up 3,000 feet.
November 35, Southwest 3077, climb maintain, flight level 370. Proceed direct Zordo, proceed on course.
Right on the course is direct Zordo, climbing to level 370, Southwest 3077. Thank you, appreciate it.
November 35, Foxtrot, you're clear to the Miami airport via radar vectors Letty, then is filed, maintain 3000, expect flight level 390, 10 minutes of departure. Departures with me, Squawk 7623.
And number 35 Foxtrot, clear to Miami via radar vectors Lenny, climb maintain 3000.
American 112, request 5 minutes out of it.
3 and with you for radio.
November 35 Foxtrot, read back correct. Push stars at your discretion. Contact me for taxi. Expect runway 26 for departure. Pensacola altimeter is 2994.
2994 and expect runway 26 for departure. Number 35 Foxtrot.
Got a guy here that's squawking standby, so I can't really see him. But that's okay. We can see the little dot.
Jacksonville Center, Southwest 6821, finally with you.
Southwest 6821, Jacksonville Center. Good evening. Not seeing, where are you? Hold on. 6821, squawk ident for me.
It's squawking.
W1379 with you, flight level 340.
Southwest 6821, do me a favor here. Reset your transponder, squawk 1577 and ident. I'm just not seeing it in my radar scope, which is kind of interesting. Something must be going on.
Sure, what was that? What do you mean in squawk again?
1577.
Jacksonville, good evening. Air Canada 983, flight level 400.
Air Canada 983, Jacksonville Center, good evening. Squawk 7761.
7761.
JetBlue 1379 with you, flight level 340.
Southwest 6821, something's up with the radar track. I can't see you. Can you do me a favor? And it sounds dumb. Disconnect, reconnect on the pilot client, because I'm just not seeing anything of you. So I'm wondering if it's a bug. I just want to make sure it's a bug before I report it.
Yep, give me a second.
JetBlue 1379, Jacksonville Center, good evening. November 65 Delta Mike, which airport are you at?
Fernandina Beach, Foxtrot Hotel Bravo.
Roger, give me a sec. Southwest 3077, contact Washington Center 133.72.
Contact Washington Center 133.72, confirm.
Affirmative. November 426 Yankee Papa, contact Washington Center 133.72.
All right, pushing 3372.6 Yankee Pop. Appreciate your help. See ya.
Southwest 6821, got you now. Radar contact just about 20 miles north of Pelican. Good evening. Air Canada 983, radar contact about 100 miles north of Pelican. Good evening. JetBlue 884, contact Washington Center 133.72. See ya.
133.72, good night.
American 1650, 5,000 is it's gonna take you some time. Descend and maintain, I'll give you 11,000. Crossing the border at 11. You gotta be across the border at or below 11,000. We'll put it that way.
Jack Center, Gulfstream 550, November X-ray Savannah, looking for IFR Fort Lauderdale.
Jacksonville Center, November 2708, doing an IFR approach to our now runway seats to Cairns.
November 2708. Cairns is now closed. You can do that as a VFR. I'm not really able to provide services right now with a lot of people asking for stuff. So Cairns is closed, so you can proceed that way as a VFR aircraft.
Rico, November 2708.
And there was somebody at Savannah looking for an IFR. There was a Fernandina Beach. I'm trying to get to everyone. Give me 1 second here. Aircraft at Fernandina, what was the call sign?
Challenger, November 65 Delta Mike.
Challenger 65 Delta Mike, you're clear to the Orlando Airport via enter the controlled airspace. Radar vectors to Soggy, that is filed, maintain 2000, expect 210, 10 minutes of departure. Departures with me, squawk 5550, hold for release.
Clear to Orlando, Soggy is filed, 2000, 210, departure with you, squawk 5550.
5 Delta Mike, read back correct. Fernandina altimeter is 29990. Give me a call when you're number 1 for the runway.
Call you number 1, 5 Delta Mike.
Aircraft at Savannah, give me 1 second here. November 550, November X-ray, you're clear to the Fort Lauderdale Airport. Radar vectors GIPL that is filed. Maintain 3000, expect 430, 10 minutes of departure. Departures with me, squawk 7323.
Copy, clear to Fort Lauderdale. Vectors to GIPL, filed, 3000, expect 430, 10 minutes, clocking 7323, 550, November X-ray.
0 November X-ray, read back correct. Push start discretion, contact me for taxi. Expect runway 28 for departure. Savannah altimeter is 2988.
And cover that, 28, we'll call for taxi, 550, November X-ray.
American 329, leaving my airspace to the west. Houston is offline. Radar services terminated frequency change approved. I'm not going to have a safe flight.
Oh, the Unicom, American 329, appreciate the service.
Frontier 340, you on frequency?
Is this for me? Am I getting on to?
Nope, Frontier 340.
Yes, go ahead.
Frontier 340, make sure you're squawking normal. You're squawking standby right now.
Where's that squawk standby? Frontier 5340.
Nope, you are squawking standby. I need you to squawk normal.
Oh, my bad, sorry. What do you want me to squawk to?
6701. JetBlue 572, contact Washington Center 133.72.
13372, JetBlue 572.
American 1289, contact Washington Center 133.72.
13372, American 1289, see ya.
Jackson Center, good evening, United 845 for level 330, 50 miles north of, yeah.
United 845, Jacksonville Center, good evening, radar contact as reported.
Roger.
And Jacksonville Center, American 350, climbing through 20,000 feet, about 4 miles north of Icons.
American 350, Jacksonville Center, good evening. Climb and maintain flight level 380.
Okay, up to 380 for 350.
Delta 3725, contact Washington Center, 133.72. See you.
132.72, that was 3725. You have a good night, sir.
Frontier 340, you're still squawking standby. Just go in your pilot client. It might be the easiest thing.
Roger that. I'll just go back to squawk to my original 6701.
No, you just got to turn the transponder on. Your squawk code's fine. It's the transponder's off. You got to turn your transponder on.
Okay, I'll kick it back off then.
Yeah, it's off right now, so it might be off in your controller. Are you in 2020?
Yes, that is correct. I'm in 2020.
Okay, so down on the pedal stool on the right-hand side there, make sure it's TARA and all that stuff is on so that I can see your transponder.
Roger that. Give me a sec.
There it is. Frontier 340 radar contact with a Crestview VOR at flight level, at 13,000, climb maintain 15,000.
Climb to 15,000. Frontier 5240.
American 112, leaving my airspace to the south. Miami's offline. Radar service is terminated. Frequency change approved. Can I have a safe flight?
Bye-bye.
Peace.
Jack Center Challenger 65 Delta Mike ready to go.
At which field? Sorry. At which field are you at? Sorry.
Challenger 65 Delta Mike ready to go.
At which field? Sorry, I'm just trying to remember where you are. I have a lot of planes.
Fernandina.
5 Delta Mike, hold, release for departure at 0218 Zulu. Clearance void if off to the ground by 0223 Zulu. Contact me airborne under advisory. See you airborne.
We'll call you airborne direct Soggy, all right?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, give me a call.
American 1615, proceed direct to Charlotte Airport. Frontier 340, did you want to go all the way to Jacksonville at flight at 15,000, or did you want to climb up any higher?
No, I can say at 150.
Okay, just want to double check with you.
Roger that.
Delta 2610, leaving my airspace at the west. Houston's offline. Radar services are terminated. Frequency change approved. Can I have a safe flight?
Jack Center Challenger 65 Delta Mike direct Soggy 2000.
5 Delta Mike radar contact. Climb maintain flight level 210.
Up to 210 Challenger 5 Delta Mike.
I didn't do that correctly, but that's okay.
Jackson, hello, UPS 327-50340.
UPS 327, Jacksonville Center, good evening. Squawk 7247 and ident.
7247, ident, UPS 327.
Welcome all those join us. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, do all the cool things. UPS 327, radar contact over Pelican 340.
Thanks.
Like, subscribe, follow. I'm not hip. But this is what we see. So when you say, where are you on the map? And I go, I didn't know where you are because something's wrong. That's why. American 1615 contact Charlotte approach on 120.5. See ya. And you can see I have the St. Patrick's Day background. It's green. It's Orlando in green. Doesn't mean that someone vomited from a roller coaster. It's just green. November 6-5 Delta Mike, descend via the get out 1 arrival. Orlando altimeter is 296.
We'll descend via the get out 1 arrival and 96 Delta Mike.
Jax, good evening. November 3 Papa Whiskey with you, flight level 370.
November 3 Papa Whiskey, Jacksonville Center. Good evening. I need you to file a flight plan for me, please.
Absolutely, sir. Give me just a minute. I'll go ahead and get that on.
For those who don't know, you can't file it through your client. Make sure that you put it through SimBrief, whatever it might be, before you get airborne. So flight plans, if you are flying VFR, we will not see your flight plan. Just a heads up. If you decide to file a VFR flight plan in the new client, we will not see that flight plan at all. Another one to Washington by Air Canada. And I can get Southwest going too. Welcome all those who haven't followed me before. Make sure you follow, subscribe, do the cool things. We're on YouTube now. We're here. I am Mike. I am Fake Weather, Fake Planes. I'm the past ZJX ATM. I've been doing this for a long while. Ooh, we lost the United. Dun, da, da, dun, da, da. I've been doing this for a very long time. I'm very knowledgeable. I do fly. If you occasionally see American 7, that's you.
Jackson Center, good evening. American 157, flight level 360.
American 157. Da, 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 da. Where are you coming out of?
Just get out of Atlanta Center.
Oh, there you are. American 157, Jacksonville Center. Good evening. So, yep, I have been around for a very long time doing this. And I'm always open to questions. You got a question, feel free to ask me. I am... If you've never controlled, if you've wondered, like, how does a PDC get to you? When we have one of those, I'll be happy to share it with you. We just did that earlier today at Charleston. Yeah, the United's back. So those are questions I can answer. I'm happy to answer them. And it can be, and feel free to ask, even if you think it's the dumbest question. Feel free to ask. I'd rather you ask a dumb question, get an answer now, than doing something on the network and being chastised for it, because you will. There are people that will chastise you, and you're like,
Jack 3 Papa Whiskey.
3 Papa Whiskey, go ahead.
Can you confirm that you received file flight plan?
Nope, still not there. You might have to disconnect, reconnect. It might upload that way.
Okay, give me 1 second.
There it is. There's the Honda Jet. November 3 Papa Whiskey, Jacksonville Center, squawk 1611.
1611 for 3 Papa Whiskey.
Looks like DC doesn't want my handoffs yet. Come on, guys. He's kind of getting swamped right now, so I'm cutting him some sympathy. Not much, but I am. November 3 Papa Whiskey, radar contact about 150 miles south of factory at flight level 371. Climb, maintain flight level 410.
Climbing 410, 3 Papa Whiskey.
And we're going to be cutting ties to another pilot here in just a second. 5 Delta Mike, you're going to be going over to the approach sector here momentarily once they accept the handoff. There it is. November 6-5 Delta Mike, contact Orlando approach on 124.8. See ya.
124.8. Thanks a lot. We'll see you.
Air Canada 983, contact Washington Center 133.72. See ya. Air Canada 983, contact Washington Center 133.72. See ya. That's going to be a text message. Contact Washington on 133725. See you. And we'll send Washington a Nordo notice.
Jack Center, Gulfstream, 550 November X-ray, ready for taxi.
Is Nordo. Gulfstream, you were the one at Savannah?
No, that's correct, Savannah.
Roger, give me a second here. Gotta pull a map, because I don't have this one memorized. You would think I would, but I don't. Gulfstream 0 November X-ray, runway 28, taxi via Charlie.
28 via Charlie, 50 November X-ray.
So that is a great question. If you ever want to know who controls what. So, I use AirNav quite often. AirNav is kind of my little thing. So you brought up Ormond Beach. Oops. Do it down here. Ormond Beach. So if you go down to airport communications, you can actually see who it belongs to. You can also see it here. So if say that it was only a center online, you can see it's a Jacksonville Center property. Then if you go down to airport communications, you can see Ormond Beach ground, 121.625. Give me 1 second. Go ahead. Okay. So, you can see here it says Ormond Beach ground and Ormond Beach tower, then Daytona approach. So if Daytona was online, you would know to contact them if any of these. So if you don't see OMN ground online, that means Ormond Beach ground's not online. So that's what it is. So that's where you would find out Daytona approach and Daytona departure would be controlling Ormond Beach. So airnav.com is a great resource. It's a free resource. That's even better. You don't have to spend money. You don't have to buy Navigraph. It's free. We get quite often a lot of people calling from Tampa. We get this quite often. And I want to. It drives me nuts because Tampa is not under our control. But I always remind people, look at airnav.com. Miami Center. So it's definitely not me. So if you're landing at KLNA, excuse me, so Palm Beach, Miami Center, they fall under Palm Beach Approach, so PBI. Southwest 6821, contact Washington Center on 133.72. See ya. Southwest 6821, contact Washington Center 133.72. See ya. Check the mute button.
133.72. Thank you.
Jackson, good evening. JetBlue 1952 is with you, climbing through 14,000 or for flight level 350.
JetBlue 1952, Jacksonville Center, good evening. Climb, maintain flight level 350. Proceed direct J. Ross.
350 and direct J. Ross, JetBlue 1952.
Juliet Romeo, Oscar Sierra Sierra.
J. Ross, JetBlue 1952, thank you.
November 550, November X-ray. Upon departure, fly runway heading, runway 28, clear for takeoff, wind 250 at 3.
Runway heading, clear for takeoff, 550, November X-ray.
Looks like DC's having some fun. And by fun, I mean sarcastically, they're not having fun. A lot of people do try to rely on VATSPY to know who they're under. So let's talk about the problems with that. VATSPY shows Kissimmee under Miami. It's actually under Jacksonville. So VATSPY is good to know where the center borders are, but don't.
And Jacksonville Center number 35 Foxtrot, ready taxi runway 26.
35 Foxtrot. I'll be with you in 1 second here.
Roger.
35 Foxtrot, runway 26, taxi via Charlie Delta.
5 passing.
60 Charlie Delta, runway 26.
Passing 12,000 for 16,000.
Delta 1485, Jacksonville Center, good evening. Climb, maintain up to 370.
Up to 370, Delta 1485.
November 659 Hotel X-ray, contact Washington Center 133.72. See ya.
33.72 for Legit 9 Hotel X-ray. See you,
See ya. So I hope that helps you and helps you understand, to know where you are for all the airports in the United States. Use airnav.com. It will help your life out immensely. United 1828, contact Atlanta Center on 132.97. See ya.
3297. See ya. Have a great stream.
And make sure you all follow, subscribe, do the cool things. The more we get, the better it is. Make sure you get notification. I don't know how that works. It's something. But get notification so you know when I'm online. I try to get online quite often. Another person that if you don't follow him, you need to follow him. Howard Snyder, if you see him online, he has a stream.
Jack Center, 550, November X-ray, 3,000 feet.
November 55, November X-ray radar contact. Climb, maintain flight level 430. I'll give you a turn on course here in a second.
430, wait for that turn. 550, November X-ray.
So the reason why he cannot turn on course yet, he's going to go, oh, it's so mean, is there's a set of restricted airspaces, and this is the problem with Savannah. I'm going to pull it out of here so I can show it. If I have it, it should be here. No. Where is it? Maybe I don't have the restricted airspaces. I don't. Well, I'll show them anyway. So the restricted airspace is right here. This is a restricted airspace for Hunter Savannah. So that's the issue with flying out of the airport on the 260s. You got to take a long route, but the wind's called for it. So that's why he is taking a little bit of a distance. It sucks. I know it's up to 18,000 feet, so it's got some distance. He's got about another, about 5 miles before I can turn him on course. So it's the only issue with this airspace at Savannah. It does have a very big restricted airspace just southwest.
How about you, Jacksonville Center? Do you want me to let you know when I get into Cam Juliet Oscar from our final approach into Jacksonville?
Frontier 340, I will give you the descent instructions, don't worry.
Roger that.
So, he's getting a little anxious. Don't worry, we are paying attention. I know it might seem like we're not, but we are. He's on the Margot. Deep. November 35 Foxtrot. Wind is 2404. Upon departure, fly around Hayward and 26 clear for takeoff.
Heading runway 26 clear for takeoff on number 35 Foxtrot.
JetBlue 1379, you're killing me. That's fine. November 3 Papa Whiskey, leaving my airspace to the south. Miami did not show up for work. Radar services terminated. Frequency change approved. My combat, have a safe flight.
Continuing on the dark side. 3 Papa Whiskey, good night.
Frontier 2583, leaving my airspace to the south. Miami is licking their wounds. Radar services are terminated. Frequency change approved. My combat, have a safe flight.
Alright, 22.8, Frontier Flight 2583.
United 845, leaving my airspace to the east. New York Oceanic is offline. Radar services are terminated. Frequency change approved. Montego to 122.8. Have a safe flight.
Frequency change approved for United 845. See ya.
November 550, November X-ray. Turn left, direct Wapner. Proceed on course.
Left direct Wapner on course 550, November X-ray.
So he climbed out of that airspace. Finally, that's a tough one coming out of Savannah. Sucks. And I watch it in the real world, and they try it. The wind differential, so it's got to be less than 9 knots before they'll switch out of a 110 configuration, which is huge. That's a huge headwind. 10 knot headwind is a huge headwind. So the fun of Savannah. Frontier 340 descend via the Margot 2 arrival, runway 26 transition. Jacksonville altimeter is 29er89er. Frontier 340 descend via the Margot 2 arrival, runway 26 transition. Jacksonville altimeter is 29er89er.
Jacksonville Center, can you forward that to me on the message, please? That's reflected for 0.
And a Jacksonville 35 Foxtrot at 3000.
November 35 Foxtrot radar contact. Climb and maintain flight level 390. Proceed direct to Covia. Proceed on course.
Direct Covia, climb maintain 390, number 35 Foxtrot.
So as I just announced on the stuff, I'm closing at the top of the hour because that will be about a 2-hour and 40-minute stream of doing this. I will probably be back on tomorrow evening. Where? I don't know. It might be Jack Center. It might be on, I don't know, Kissimmee Tower. I'm just choosing a spot. But I'll be back. I will answer questions. I'm happy to do this. If you want to fly out of my airspace, feel free. If you don't want to fly out of my airspace, then don't. That's the great thing about VATSIM. You can go wherever you want. I enjoy flying over in Europe occasionally and going to see some of the cool stuff over in Europe. There's mountains over there versus over here where we have little mountains.
JetBlue 1379 requesting flight level 360.
JetBlue 1379, climb and maintain flight level 360. Are you back off a text?
Affirm for JetBlue 1379, thank you.
Roger, everything's updated. Cool. I may still be around. I'm closing up in about 20 minutes, so if I'm around, I'm around. Cool. If not, we'll see you next time. And make sure you like, follow me, subscribe, do all the cool things so you get notification on stuff. Plus, it makes cool sounds when you do it. Come on, you want to play the cool sound. There it is. Welcome back, Late 01. So ease over to Washington. $13.79. The burping sounds wonderful. For me, it's 11 o'clock, and I am a church musician, so I work on Sundays, so I don't get to take the day off.
American 300 is direct 11s on Velvet 370 from the west.
American 300, Jacksonville Center. Good evening, radar contact has reported. For all those who joined us, 14 people, welcome. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, do all the cool things, get notifications, and feel free to ask me questions. That's what I'm here. My name's Mike Burke. I'm the previous ATM of the Jacksonville 8 RTEC. I am fake weather, fake plane. I'm always open for questions. Feel free to ask. Crims, the best, welcome.
Center American 300, can I get direct buns, please?
Direct which fix, American 300?
Bravo Uniform, November, Zulu.
Proceed direct as requested. Go ahead.
Alright, we're direct buns, okay. American 300. Thanks.
West Ops, nothing that I saw. No, I didn't ever put any of this up. Yep.
Jacksonville Center, Cessna 787 Golf Lima, radio check.
5x5.
Jacksonville Center 787 Golf Lima, do you cover Daytona Beach area?
Yep.
Roger, 787 Golf Lima, ready for taxi.
Which field are you at?
At ATP Jet Center, 787 Golf Lima.
Which field are you at?
Oh, on the ground at Daytona Beach International Airport, 787 Golf Lima.
Roger. What's your aircraft type?
It's a Cessna Skyhawk C-172 787 Golf Lima.
Roger. Where are you going? What's your estimated cruise altitude?
We'll be shooting approach at Kilo Foxtrot India November, and then back to Daytona Beach, 787 Golf Lima.
Roger, November 787 Golf Lima. Maintain VFR at below 3,000. Departure with me, squawk 3446.
Maintain VFR, VFR altitude at below 3,000, squawk 3446, 787 Golf Lima.
787 Golf Lima, read back correct. You said you're ready for taxi?
Roger, ready for taxi, November 787 Golf Lima.
Roger, runway 25 left, taxi straight ahead.
Right left, right ahead, 787 Golf Lima.
One of the most annoying situations you can have, crowded airspace, people constantly stepping on each other, cough, cough, Boston Center. My annoyance is when it's not the amount of traffic. It's not the people stepping on it. I expect that. That's thanks audio for VATSIM. It's when you do something that you shouldn't have done, i.e., coming off of Orlando, there's a reason why you have a discontinuity in your FMC. Leave it there. Leave it there, please. Because if you look at the chart, it actually tells you you're going to get radar vectors to affix. It's called a hybrid departure. And the other thing that drives me nuts is when people lie to me and they say, "Oh yeah, I got the charts," and I can clearly tell you don't have the charts. Because if you had the charts, you'd be following a certain route. You're definitely not having the charts. You know, you can have FMC issues. I understand. I virtually fly all the time. It happens.
Checks, good evening. Frontier Flight 3346, level 380.
Frontier 3346, Jacksonville Center, good evening. Nick.
Michael.
You know, I understand. Problems happen. You know, just leave the discontinuities. When you're airborne, do direct. It's fine. You know, and if you don't have ATC, yeah, remove the discontinuities. That's fine. But if you got ATC, leave those discontinuities alone. Leave them there. It's perfectly fine to have them. It's not going to affect your route. It's not going to change anything. Leave them there. Because they're really, 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 really important, especially to us coming out of major fields. I'll show you here. Let me pull up. I'll take my Navigraph out. Dun, da, da, dun, da, da, da. KMCO. Okay. So SIDS, Danny 3. So you can see north, you're not going to have a discontinuity. You're going to fly it wonderfully.
Jacksonville
South,
Center, November 13418. With you, direct to VAR at flight level 290.
November 13418, Jacksonville Center radar contact as reported at pilot's discretion descend maintain 11,000 ECP altimeter is a number. ECP altimeter is 299 or 3.
299 or 3 and descend to 11,000. Number 13418.
So it should leave the discontinuity alone. You go Cape. After Cape, you fly the heading of 140. I guarantee it's not in your FMC to tell you to fly heading 140. This is why you need to have those charts. Because the next thing you're going to get given is direct UK. None of these fixtures are going to be there in your FMC. You're going to have
Jax, good evening. JetBlue 499 is out of 14,000 for 16,000.
JetBlue 499, Jacksonville Center, good evening. Climb maintain level 370.
370, JetBlue
So
499.
leave those in. You know, I am perfectly fine with you saying, hey, I don't know what to say. That happens. You're all learning. I've been doing this for 15 plus years. I still make mistakes. It's fine.
Jacksonville Center, I'm at Mark 2, French for Flight 340.
Aircraft calling, just the call sign.
French for Flight 340.
Roger. Yeah, no more handoffs. Yes, center and F11 are both closing. 787 Golf Lima, runway 25 left, clear for takeoff, flight runway heading.
Runway 25 left, clear for takeoff, fly runway heading, November 787 Golf Lima.
That's my biggest issue. It's just, if you just leave the discontinuities, and if you have a question, don't guess. Ask it. 156, I hate that. Sims crash. There's a lot of crashing today. Guessing it's something in the water, I guess. So I just acknowledged to everyone that no more handoffs because I'm closing up in about 8 minutes here, which is really going to be like 5 or 6 minutes. But if you have a question, feel free to ask it now. Again, I will be online. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe, do all the cool things. And especially when it comes to constantly stepping on, we actually have a way to fix that, and controllers are sometimes lazy. So we can do this. This is called cross-coupling. These are all the frequencies with all of its stuff and where everyone is. So I can connect them all, and I can hear everyone at the same time, and you can hear each other. So it's not impossible to get rid of the stepping on each other. Frontier 340, I'm closing up the shop. Radar services, terminated frequency change approved. Can I have a safe flight?
President, Frontier Flight 340.
JetBlue 1379, leaving my airspace to the south. Miami is not online. Radar services, terminated frequency change approved. Can I have a safe flight?
JetBlue 1379, contact Unicom and sync to the AEC.
UPS 327, contact Atlanta Center, 132.97. See ya.
Atlanta, UPS 327, good night.
November 13418, radar services, terminated frequency change approved. Mighty Come 128, see flight into ECP.
Have a good afternoon, appreciate it. November 13418.
American 350, leaving my airspace to the south. Miami's offline. Radar services are terminated frequency change approved. Can I have a safe flight?
Thanks for your help, and thanks for the stream.
You're welcome. November 550, November X-ray, leaving my airspace to the south. Miami's offline. Radar services are terminated frequency change approved. Can I have a safe flight?
Copy that for 550 November X-ray. Have a good night.
American 300, leaving my airspace to the south. Miami's offline. Radar services are terminated frequency change approved. Can I have a safe flight?
All right, over to you, comment. You have a good night, and thanks for the Twitch stream, American 300.
You're welcome. November 35 Foxtrot, leaving my airspace to the south. Miami's offline. Radar services are terminated. Frequency change approved. Mighty Common 128. Have a safe flight.
And then going over to the dark side. Have a great night. Amazing stream tonight.
Thanks. Frontier 1346. I'm going offline. Radar services terminated. Frequency change approved. Mike, can I have a safe flight?
Frontier 3346, good night, Mike.
Delta 1485. I'm going offline. Radar services terminated. Frequency change approved. Mike, come 2228. Have a safe flight. Washington's online right now. They haven't notified that they're going to go offline. I would say give them a call in about 150 miles. JetBlue 1952, I'm going offline. Radar services terminated. Frequency change approved. Mike, can I have a safe flight? Washington hasn't notified that they're going offline, so I'm assuming they're staying online. Give them a call in about 100 miles. And welcome to the Crazy Club, Nerf Nerd. Welcome. Hope you enjoyed the semi. It's going to be a short one because I'm almost done here, but make sure to get the notifications when I'm online. I will definitely happily answer questions to anyone that have any questions. JetBlue 499. I'm closing up the shop. Radar services terminated. Frequency change. Crew, money to come and have a safe flight.
We'll see it.
All aircraft on frequency. We're closing up the shop. The only thing that's going to stay online, I believe, is Jacksonville Tower and the towers in Orlando. If you're in there, give them a call. Other than that, monitor Unicom 1228. See ya.
Thank you.
So that ends tonight's stream. If you have any questions, feel free to share them for the next time. And thanks for coming in tonight, and we'll see you next time.